The Royal Rumble is a few weeks away, and we have a lot to go over. First, I'll just go with the bigger one here. Uh, the WWE Championship will be on the line in a handicap match for the first time in a long time, if not ever. I'm sure it's happened before, but I don't remember when it happened. I really, honestly don't. But I'm sure it happened before. Unless I'm confusing TNA with fucking WWE, and TNA had their tag match for the title. WCW had their tag match for the title, obviously, and that didn't go well. We don't know when that happened, and we don't know what we're talking about there. But AJ Styles defends against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Zayn and Owens won, obviously, so they're still a part of SmackDown due to a controversial quick count due to Daniel Bryan, but at the same time, Shane McMahon screwed them out of a pinfall, so in a way, it was kind of justified to do that. It's a really weird situation. But AJ suggested it. Bryan gave AJ what he wanted, a handicap match for the title. Now, of course, obviously, if Owens or Zayn get the win, they will become the champion. But I don't know who that would be. I really don't. With that being said, though, I feel like this is the time AJ retains, or that there might be someone added to the match to make it a fatal four way, just to screw Owens and Zayn over a little bit. But if not, then I feel like either Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens will be the champion going into WrestleMania. Not that AJ Styles won't defend, but it's 2-on-1. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if AJ retained because of just how good AJ is. But I don't see it happening, especially how good Owens and Zayn are as a team. If you haven't seen their work over the years, look it up. It's brilliant. One thing we do know that the winner of the United States Championship tournament will take place at the Royal Rumble. There's still another semifinal to go through, or first round match, excuse me, because they didn't do the other one on SmackDown. It was going to be Ryder versus Mojo Rawley, which should have just got that one out of the way, to be honest. I mean, that's going to be the piss break of SmackDown this week, when it does happen for sure. But, we'll talk about that when the semifinals actually are set in stone. But just so you know, the finals of the United States title tournament will be at the Royal Rumble. So therefore, we'll have a new United States champion and a new face of America. Now the good stuff. The traditional Royal Rumble match. There are a couple new members to the roster for this Royal Rumble. First one, the big one here, John Cena, the free agent. And honestly, I really don't know on this one because on one hand, it's Cena, so he could win it, even though he's kind of been brought down a little. And Roman's kind of taken Cena's spot at that point, at least as far as Raw is concerned. But if Cena wins, he has that free agent status. So technically, he could challenge either world champion, or in this case, Universal Champion or WWE Champion, because some people don't really count the Universal title as a world title because it's a Universal title and not a world title, apparently. But it technically is, but still. He could challenge for either title at that point, theoretically, because he has that free agent status. Could he do it? There's some big names like Orton and Nakamura in this. It's possible at this point. Maybe when the numbers are a little more stacked, that may change my opinion a little bit. But you can't count Cena out because of course it's Cena, but at the same time, I don't know. I really don't know because he's been doing movies. He's been engaged at WrestleMania last year. That wedding's coming up eventually. I don't know if it already has. It might on Total Divas. It might not. It might be on Total Bellas. Who knows? If that's coming back, you never know. But at the same time, Cena's not getting any younger. Not that he's old by any stretch. I mean, fucking Flair did it in his fucking 60s and 70s. So, anything's possible. But I don't know. Because, Cena is normally the guy, but I just don't know. Next up, we have Finn Balor. Finn has been an interesting pick, and honestly, there were rumors of him facing Brock Lesnar at the Rumble. but those didn't obviously happen. So that could be a possibility as well. Uh, Balor could win, but I don't know. Excuse me. I really don't know because it's Balor's been great on Raw, but it's kind of been start and stop to where he's just been doing stuff. Really, I mean, I can't even put it even better. He's just been doing stuff on Raw. That's really what he's been doing. So I don't know if he's ready to be put back in the main event. If he's just doing whatever. And finally, Baron Corbin is a very interesting pick here. I mean, could be a dark horse to win the Rumble. Um, Again, I don't think he'll win it. But if you were going to, give him back what should have happened at Money in the Bank with that Money in the Bank briefcase, he could win the Rumble. He could get that moment he should have had back and become a world champion. I don't know if he'll do it though, but it's a possibility. We're just really speculating at this point with these Rumbles because I don't know. I really don't know. And finally, the Women's Royal Rumble. We did learn that the Women's Royal Rumble will be the same rules as the traditional male Royal Rumble. I just call it traditional because women have been in the Royal Rumble before, but this is an all-women Rumble. This is the first time ever. There will be 30 women, and if you count, I think I said this last time, but if you count Maurice, the Bella Twins, and Maria, that would make the women's roster, as far as the main roster goes, up to 24. And there's already 14 in the Rumble so far, at least announced. So, it's possible we could have everyone in there, but, of course, Maria being pregnant, Maurice being pregnant, the Bellas, Brie being a mom, Nikki doing whatever she's doing, I don't know. Probably recovering, but it's been a year since we've seen her anyway, so who cares? Maybe she'll come back, who knows? But we'll just go over the ones that we didn't talk about last time who are now added. First off, I think we talked about Asuka, but we'll go for Asuka anyway. Asuka is, again, one of the more dominant women of this whole thing. Could win it for sure. If Asuka isn't your pick, it will probably be someone maybe on this list, maybe not on this list. Who knows? Next up, the entire Riot Squad. Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan. Numbers will be there, and it's going to be great. I don't think any of them will win it, though. But, they have a nice showing as a group. Sasha Banks could be a front runner for that. It's something that could happen. I don't know if it'll happen. It might. Who knows? Same thing goes for Bayley. Again, kind of like Cena, a start and stop thing for her. But it's possible. Naomi, again, we talked about her last time, but Naomi is a great choice for the Rumble, especially since she wasn't part of the Money in the Bank last time. Naomi's great. She could win it. She may not. Who knows? Natalya, same deal, but she's a veteran. She's a former champion. It's possible she could win as well. Absolution, Paige, Sonya Deville, and Mandy Rose. Again, I don't know if any of them will win, especially since Paige has been kind of, floating around. And that's not what I mean, but, they've been protecting her a lot. And I don't think it's a good time for her to do that, but as a group, they can help Paige out, get her out there, do what she can. Tamina Snuka, probably not going to happen. Definitely not going to happen. Same as Lana. Lana's probably not going to win. But, strange things have happened. And finally, Carmella. She has Money in the Bank briefcase. It's an opportunity for her. If that does happen, that's good. If not, she has the briefcase, so you're basically doing this for the heck of it, so that's fine. But again, this is a great Rumble. Great Rumbles matches will happen. It'll be continuing to happen, and we'll let you know as soon as we can.